Hi everyone, so in this screencast I'm going to show you a simple way to manage homework in Toddle. So I'm going to use a quick task and then use the teacher only box to plan out all the day-to-day homework, or similarly you could use it to plan out smaller steps that build towards a bigger summative task. And then I will copy each item into the student view box one at a time and set the due date, and then keep moving the next task over as we go. So this keeps students focused on what's due now, while I can still see the big picture of what we're building towards. So the only drawback to this method in Toddle is that a quick task can only be submitted once. So this method works well for visibility and pacing, but not if you want to keep track of daily homework completion on a class-by-class basis. Okay, so to do this, I'm going to come into my class flow in Toddle, and then I'm going to create a quick task. Okay, so in a quick task, these instructions here are the ones that are available to students, and these ones at the bottom, teacher notes, are only visible to you or anyone who else is a co-teacher in the class. So I'm going to add a title here. I'm going to call this Programming Challenges, and then I'm going to copy and paste in all of the programming challenges that I'll give to these students over a few months, and I put that in the teacher notes. Okay, so for this box, only teachers can see this, so I'm just going to put that in list format. I'm going to attach a resource. Okay, so I'm going to add from OneDrive and SharePoint. Okay, I'm going to go here, DP Computer Science, related stringer, and coding challenges. Okay. Okay, share as a link just in case I update the file, which I definitely will be doing. And then in the instructions, I might type something like instruction. Please refer to the linked Word document below for the full details of each programming challenge. Okay. And so now I'll take from my teacher notes and I'll just cut and paste here. Okay. All right, and then that's all I'm going to put on this page. I'm going to click on Assign. And I'm not going to collect submissions for this because it's going to be sort of ongoing. Up here, if you had more than one section, you can add that. And in here, I'm going to put in the due date, which is September 8th. And we'll say 9 a.m. And then we'll click on Assign. Right, so you see this is now in my class flow, and you can put this into if you have another folder or something, you can put that inside a folder, and then this could be called Unit 1 homework or something like that, or whatever you want to call it. Okay, so now students will see this on their calendar due on September 8th. And so once September 8th rolls around, we'll go over those in class. Okay, and now I want to put in the next programming challenge. So instead of creating a new quick task, I'm going to come into here, I'm going to click on Edit. Okay, and all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to cut and paste the next programming challenge. Okay, and I'm going to stick it on top of this one. So there's sort of this rolling homework that you can see within the actual quick task, just in case you've missed something. But I'm not going to create a new quick task. Right, so I've put in September 11th now for the second coding challenge. Okay, same instruction. Click on Edit Settings, and now I'm going to update this due date to September 11th. Okay, click on Save Changes. All right, so I've used the same task, and I can continue using this for an entire unit. Again, coming into the settings, I'm doing this on a challenge by challenge basis. If you have a big summative assessment that's due 3 weeks from now, you might put in some milestones here and assign those milestones one by one as the days roll by, and just each class make sure that students are keeping on task, and then you just keep updating. So the next one, okay, so September 11th has gone past. Okay, and now I'm on the next programming challenge. Okay, put that in there, edit settings, okay, update to the 17th, save changes. Okay, and now this programming challenge shows as the next due date. Okay, and all other previous due dates are no longer listed because we're just updating the due date on the same quick task. So you'll find other methods of assigning formative and summative assessment tasks in the channel, especially for those that you need to collect something from students or you want to have a better tracking system for that. Okay, but that's it for this screencast. I hope it's helpful. Please keep checking back to the channel for more how-tos and tutorials.